One of the great joys and pleasures of life is eating really excellent food in a wonderful, beautiful setting. We might not have the opportunity to do that all of the time, but I have the pleasure of talking with Jerry Cornett, who is the co-owner of Lake House Farm and Prairie Plate Restaurant just outside Waverly. And Jerry, tell me how you and your wife came up with the concept of actually growing food, using it seasonally in your own restaurant to make sure that people could get the right dishes at the right time.
Well, I was stationed in Italy in the Navy for 6 months, and at that time, you know, small little restaurants out in the country that focused on the regional foods, and when things came in season, that was the way you ate. We thought about this concept and decided we wanted to do something where, you know, instead of building a menu with she had in mind, and then trying to find the ingredients, we would take what the region offered and then build a menu around that.
Why did you decide to go the extra mile and become certified organic to be able to do this on your farm?
I looked at it as a little bit of a challenge, but I know my children, in their age, they looked and like, Dad, you're not going to use chemicals on your farm, are you? And I'm like, no, I think we can do it the other way. And I think some things, clearly it tastes better. And the more you learn the interactions on the organic, it's almost, it makes you, the more you do it, the better farmer you get, because you start looking and knowing things that you didn't know before. And then, Mother Nature kind of helps you out along the way.
What were the greatest opportunities in embarking on this little adventure?
I think the greatest is talking to the customers, both at the market, but also in the restaurant, and explaining to them, here's why we're doing this, and here is a long lost vegetable that they found was absolutely, they've never heard of before, but yet their grandparents probably knew about it and grew it in their garden. And so to be able to kind of be part of that rediscovery, and that realize that it does make a difference. Pasture-raised pork does taste differently. And then to prepare that in a meal where they really see that coming out, that's been fantastic. And the same thing at the farmer's market is the first year I didn't sell much Swiss chard, and now I'm selling 50, 60 bunches sometimes, because people have discovered, wow, it's a great green, and it grows really well here.
And Jerry, if you were to think about one really strong challenge for making this work, what would that be?
On the farming side, it's really been kind of managing weeds and climate, and at least knowing what's going on there, and appreciating that Mother Nature doesn't like a bare piece of soil. And then Mother Nature really, even for cold hardy vegetables, you need to protect them from the wind in Nebraska. And if you do those two things, everything else seems to work out quite well.
This was great, Jerry, to be able to actually taste things prepared perfectly for what they are in season. We want to say thanks to your wife, Renee, and to former student Felicia, who is on one of your crews, and certainly to you for hosting us for this event.
Well, thanks for coming out. It was a wonderful day, beautiful weather.